So today we're doing another girl talk video. So I feel like I'm on fire with these type of videos because I took such a long break from it. So I feel like I should do some catching up. So let's chill and catch up with a nice hot beverage. Very often I get quite a lot of girls and guys ask for advice on finding love. And I know there's a lot of you guys and you're just looking to find the right person, someone who understands, someone who's going to treat you right. Obviously, I'm not an expert or anything. I can just offer advice as another friend and hopefully it will be helpful. My first piece of advice for you ladies is to take your time before you even think about being in a relationship. You need to be content with being with yourself. I mean, there's a lot of girls and maybe they're a little misled and they think that, okay, I'll only be happy when I can find someone, but I cannot tell you the amount of people I know who are in relationships who are absolutely miserable. It doesn't, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you'll be happy, you know. Some people just stick together just for the sake of it because, you know, they don't want to throw years and years away despite the other person just treating them like crap. There are people who are just afraid to be alone, and I can understand, but don't be in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship. And love is great, but there's just so many other great things in life other than just being in a relationship. And of course, you gotta know what you want as well. Know what you want in a person. So definitely take your time and just don't rush into it. I mean, like, life is not supposed to be a contest nor a race. So just walk through life in your own pace, and just because other people are pairing up doesn't mean that you have to. Just enjoy life. You don't need someone else to appreciate you, to allow yourself to appreciate yourself. So be content with yourself. The first thing you need to do is be happy just being by yourself before anything else. So not only you don't want to come across as desperate to someone else, but you also want to be independent, right? Being independent is very attractive. And you gotta believe that, okay, I'm okay on my own. Before you even enter into a relationship, you already know what you want for yourself. And even if you find, you know, someone, that's cool. Take it easy, take your time. Don't start like getting too caught up and just start planning the future and getting yourself so involved. I've seen girls who just go on to believe what guys say to them. You know, they sweet talk them and then they believe them, and then the guy ends up disappointing them, and you know, all it takes is a little bit of time to really know someone. So don't rush into things so you don't get disappointed. Got my beverage. Evaluate your lifestyle just a little bit. For example, I think there's nothing wrong with letting your hair down and just going out having fun with the girls or whatever it is. However, if you're out clubbing all the time, sorry, it's so hard being popular. No, it's not really, it's my mom. But yes, if you're out clubbing all the time, I'm not saying there's no nice guys in clubs. I'm just saying the chances of you meeting a guy who's just looking to have a bit of fun is more likely. Guys who are out in clubs just kind of like pick girls judged on how they look and how they're dressed, and you know, especially if you're throwing up and you get really drunk, and then you could become rowdy, emotional, and just you trip all over the place, then it makes it that much harder for a guy to take you seriously, you know. And you may look like the girl to have a lot of fun with, but what if you want more than just having fun? So I just want to stress that it's fine to let your hair down every once in a while, unwind, have a little bit of fun, but at the same time, you don't want to let yourself come across as an easy girl. You want to get the respect from the guy as well. Advice number 3, definitely know your worth. Dogs. If you know where you're going in life, you got goals in front of you, fantastic. Say you're not there yet, that is okay, as long as you're doing something about it and you're building bridges to get there. I mean, don't just sit and complain about life and, you know, make excuses for yourself. So for some girls, it's easier for them to think, okay, I'm gonna find a rich, successful guy, so I don't need to work in the future. Everybody's entitled to make their own choices in life, but you know, I also want these girls to know that there's so much more to life than just this. My mom used to be very old-fashioned, and she'd always urge me to find like a rich guy who's gonna take care of me, and I'm like, Mom, what happens when a relationship goes down a drain? Like, what are you left with? And you're not just protecting yourself, you know, have a passion and protect that passion as well, because that passion is going to drive you. And it's definitely very attractive to see a girl who's determined. Guys, guys just don't like listening to girls bitch on and on and on about other people, and it's just an instant sign of insecurity. It doesn't look good. It's a bad habit, and most of all, it just shows that you cannot be trusted as a friend. Never mind a girlfriend. No matter how gorgeous you look on the outside, if you got a stinking ugly personality, nothing is going to cover that crap up. Kindness is a very attractive quality to have, and anybody has the ability to do that. Also, understand that you're not better than anybody else. Confidence comes from deep within. I don't believe that people can truly be happy for other people until they are happy with themselves. Take a good look at yourself deep within and just do a reality check, because a lot of times it's not that other people are the problem. The problem might possibly be you. You always hear about people say, be yourself, but the thing is, it's said so often that I feel like it's almost lost its meaning. You always hear about rules, these dating rules. Don't do this, don't do that, and I mean, like, you could disagree. I could see it working for some people, but it was actually recently I read an article and it said if you need to like play mind games to get someone in your life, you may need to reevaluate your life just a little bit. Whatever you're trying to be, and no matter how good it looks, I just think it's exhausting trying to be someone else, and you should be yourself because it suits you best. So embrace it and show the world who you are. In order for someone else to accept you, you must accept yourself first. And I think sometimes we can be so critical about ourselves when, to be honest, no one actually expects you to be perfect. So say there's someone you like and this person expects you to be perfect, then maybe this isn't the right person for you. Because guess what? They're not perfect either. Accept your flaws, guys. No one is meant to look perfect. If we all look perfect, we would all look the same. I used to hate my height. I used to feel so insecure about being little, but then Tim happens to really like my height. You gotta be able to see with your heart. And I know it sounds really, really cliche, but I don't know if you guys have a type. There's a sweet talker type, you know, guys who knows how to say the right words to girls. You know, words that girls like to hear. Guys that know how to come across as charming, and they say they'll do this for you and they'll do that and promise you this, but end of the day, what happens? They end up probably saying the same thing to all these other girls. Or a lot of times they're all talk and they break your heart, they disappoint you. Sometimes you see the girls that fall for the player type, the bad boy, and you know, the guy that will call you all the time and get you into a routine and suddenly stop, and then, you know, when someone stops calling, you're like, okay, what happened? Girls always want what they can't have. We're such jerks. So these are just two types of guys, and I'm guilty for falling for these types of guys. So how many times do you want to fall into this trap? Now, I know some people who are good looking, successful, rich, but with a crappy personality. So with my husband Tim, to other people he is not someone that you would look at even twice, but to me he is precious. I like that he's only 5'6". I like that he's goofy. I like that I could be 100% myself around him. I like that he just makes me laugh all the time, and honestly he thinks I'm like the biggest weirdo out there, but he likes that. All because he sees me with his heart and I see him with my heart. And when you're able to see people with your heart, I keep saying that, you're able to see more beauty in other people and especially in yourself. And of course, when you're able to see beauty within yourself, then you exude confidence. And when you exude confidence, I promise you that you will only attract people into your life. To be honest, you'll never meet a perfect person. However, two imperfect people can come together and create a perfect world of their own. You need to be able to love yourself before you let someone love you. And I don't mean in a conceited way. I mean in a way where you can feel compassion for yourself. I guarantee that you will attract the right people in your life, and I guarantee that you will steer your life towards something good. With love, if it comes, it just comes, and nothing could ever stop it. So for now, enjoy yourself. Embrace life, embrace yourself. There's always plenty of your love that you can give around, especially to your furry friends.